If you're a student in Canada, chances are you've heard one of these 5 questions this week from a friend, from a group chat, or maybe something that you're asking yourself. I'm 𝐂𝐚𝐽, the licensed Canadian immigration consultant, RCIC, and today I'm breaking down the 5 issues my office sees over and over again. Number 1, we'll speak about PGWP, the 180-day rule. Let's start with PGWP. You must apply for PGWP within 180 days. The clock starts the day your school issues your final marks or your completion letter, not your convocation date. Most students learn they have completed their program the day final marks are posted, and some graduate students may even get a completion notice from the department before marks are posted. So don't wait for your physical diploma. Apply as soon as you have the final marks, as this is a one-time opportunity. Do not miss it. Ensure that you have a valid and a longer period on your passport to utilize the entire PGWP time. However, you are also allowed to extend your PGWP application if you have not received the entire period. Now, if your study permit has already expired, you will need to restore your status as a student first and apply for PGWP within 90 days. However, you would not be able to work until your work permit is approved. Also, you must know that if you applied for a study permit extension and it is under processing and now you completed your studies, if you applied for your PGWP with an expired study permit, you cannot work until that PGWP is approved. And one more thing that, as you know, is quietly ruining a lot of applications is that you need a CLB 7 for a degree or CLB 5 for a diploma, and your language test results must be valid and uploaded at the time of your application. If there is no language test, your PGWP will be refused. So be extra careful here. Number 2, I would like to speak about the spousal open work permit. As you know, the rules have changed around that. The spousal open work permit, or the SOWP, this one has gotten a lot stricter, and I want every couple watching this to understand the current rules. If your spouse is enrolled full-time in a master's or a doctoral program at a designated learning institution, some select professional degrees and eligible programs, you remain eligible for a SOWP. As you know that many undergrad and diploma students are no longer able to qualify under this. If your spouse already holds a PGWP, the rules shift again. Spouses of PGWP holders may qualify if the PGWP holder is actively employed in a Tier 0, 1 and select occupations under Tier 2 and 3. As of March 4, 2026, spouses of international students in their final academic term will be refused. So timing really matters here. Because of this, I treat every SOWP file like a sponsorship case. We're talking marriage certificates, joint accounts, communication history, letters from family, and especially if you're applying from overseas, you need to show financial documents. And for PGWP holder spouses, solid employment documentation. Refusal rates are pretty high now, so the strength of your relationship package is everything. Number 3, you're stuck on a PGWP and no PR on site. For everyone on a PGWP wondering how do I actually get PR? Language is your biggest lever. CLB 9 in all 4 bands can unlock major CRS points, and right now French is your secret weapon. Ottawa is actively running French language draws, so even basic conversational French can open doors that English alone can't. In Alberta, specifically, if you're watching out for the Alberta Opportunity Stream, the key requirement is that your work has to connect to your field of study. And keep a check on the express entry category-based draws every week. Healthcare, trade, STEM, and French language draws are happening regularly, and your profile might become eligible under that. One more underused strategy is the rural community pathways. These can come with LMI exempt work permits and extra points, worth exploring if you're open to relocating. Number 4, your PGWP is expiring soon. And what would be your roadmap? Your PGWP is about to expire and panic sets in. Here's how to think about it calmly. If you have a pending PR application, you have the option for bridging open work permit. This lets you to keep working while you wait, and your partner may also be eligible to apply for her own open work permit. As per the latest IRCC update for PNP applications, you don't have to wait for an AOR. IRCC has introduced temporary operational measures, so you can now submit proof of PR submission and the payment receipt for applying for a bridging open work permit. And this is in effect until December 31st, 2026. If PR isn't closed yet, look at a closed work permit through an employer, either an LMI based or an LMI exempt. The single most important thing, you must apply to extend or change your status before your PGWP expires. That gives you maintained status, meaning you can keep working if you applied for a work permit under the existing conditions while IRCC processes your new application. And I cannot say this enough. Never overstay. Even a short gap can trigger removal orders, inadmissibility findings, and future visa bans that follow you for years. Number 5, LMIA Work Permit expiring. So don't get trapped in this. This is the one that catches people off guard. Your LMI-based work permit does not renew itself. A brand new LMI can take months. So talk to your employer now about starting the renewal process and confirm your occupation still meets the current prevailing wage and temporary foreign worker requirements, because these changes often. If you have built up enough Canadian work experience, this is your moment to pivot towards PR through a PNP or a category-based draw or through RCIP or other rural programs, rather than renewing a closed permit indefinitely. And again, apply to extend before expiry so you have maintained status while everything processes. Express Entry 2026, what's coming? Before you go, big picture update, IRCC has proposed merging the Federal Skilled Worker Program, Canadian Experience Class, and Federal Skilled Trades Program into one Federal High Skilled Class, potentially eliminating the current 67-point eligibility grid. Under consideration is a new high-wage occupation which would get a bonus, while bonus points for French, siblings in Canada, and Canadian education may just go away. Canadian work experience requirements are going to be 12 months within the last 3 years. But here's what matters. Today, nothing is in force yet. The consultation closed on May 24, 2026. There may be upcoming consultations. Sometimes these changes take time, meaning we are realistically looking at 2027 before any of this takes effect. All current draws continue exactly as normal, and if you get an ITA before new rules kick in, you're processed under today's system. So don't panic, but do start building your profile under the current rules while they are still in play. That's 5 of the biggest questions my office hears every single week from our community. If any of this applies to your situation, don't guess, book a consultation, because every case is different. You can follow me for further updates, or you can directly book a consultation or give me a call if you would like to know more about Canadian immigration. Thank you.